Hello everybody, my name is Stupid Ninja, and today I have for you the pull-requested Hound. Now, just to get it out of the way, I know that this is not Transformers The Last Knight Hound. This is actually G1 Hound, and the reason I built G1 Hound rather than Transformers The Last Knight Hound is because I don't really like that design, and I just have been wanting to build a G1 Hound for quite a while. So, I built G1 Hound. Now that that's out of the way, we can talk about this guy. As you can see, he is G1, and if you want to make him the Last Knight, you can just switch out a couple of these pieces, and then he'll look like the Last Knight Hound, namely these two 1x2s. You can make those into 2x2 hinge pieces, kind of like the L-shaped ones, and then they'll be a little bit more like the movie. But anyway, for now, this is what I have. So I think it looks really good in its vehicle mode. Really like how this came out. I like the windshield. It's not clear, but I don't really care. It still looks really good. Has the seats here. Has the gun, which you can just detach. It's not really necessary. Has these two pieces. Don't really know what these would be. I guess little boxes or some. The back of the bed of the Jeep. Of course, he has all four wheels, as you see there in gray. The hood of the car looks pretty nice. I think this guy all in all looks pretty good. He's fairly solid for a mini G1 build, especially for a mini build. But yeah, here's his gun. It's just a simple little hilt piece with a clip on the end. So that's very simple. But now that we have all that out of the way, I can compare. I can get into comparisons, and then I'll show you how to transform him. So here he is compared to Bumblebee. So obviously this is not in scale. Bumblebee's, he should be way bigger. So yeah, there's that. And here he is compared to Optimus. Again, this is obviously not in scale. Hound should be quite a bit smaller, but I don't really care because Hound looks pretty good in his robot mode. There's that. And then of course here he is compared to a minifigure. So yeah, that's just a general comparison to something everybody has. Now, on to transformation. First thing you're going to want to do is pop off the gun, set that aside. Then you're just going to want to rotate these pieces around. Those will become his feet. And then you're going to rotate these pieces forward, if you can. And then you're going to want to hold on to his head and just turn this entire piece around. Hopefully nothing falls off. And then you're going to come to the front and then just move these pieces down. There you have Hound in his robot mode. You can also actually just take this and rotate it and move it like that so you can get a little bit of head articulation and sort of lock the chest pieces in place. But yeah, it doesn't really matter what you do with that. Now you can take his gun and just put it on his arm if you want. So that's how that looks. I like to take this stud off, put that there, then just put the stud on the gun, wherever you want, because it kind of gets rid of the bulk on his arm. So yeah, there's that. Here is Hound in his robot mode. So of course he has this windshield piece, which is supposed to signify sort of the belt slash the bottom part of the chest pieces. And I know if this were clear it wouldn't look quite as good, but yeah, that's okay. Another thing you might notice is that he does look kind of like the movie Hound, and I did that on purpose because you can modify this guy to make him into the movie Hound, because he kind of has like a stomach there, as you can see. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, that's pretty much it for his robot mode, other than articulation, of course, which his arms move, his head turns, his legs move forward and back, and his waist does turn. I'm just afraid to do it. There we go. So there's his articulation. Now we can get to comparisons, and then I'll show you how to build him. Here is Hound compared to a minifigure. So he looks. He's just slightly taller than a minifigure. Here's Hound compared to G1 Bumblebee. So that looks okay. I think Bumblebee's supposed to be a little bit bigger. Might revamp this guy soon. Here is Hound next to Optimus Prime. And so I can't zoom out. There is that. I think you can see that is actually quite accurate. But anyway, setting him aside, we can get into how to build this guy. And he's fairly simple to build. just a couple pieces slapped together. So yeah, let's get into that. So here is Hound all taken apart. And I think for this build we will start with the legs. So the first thing you're going to want to build is this little section here. This is basically just a Travis brick with a kind of wall piece slapped onto the side of that, and then just a 1x2 gray piece right there. Then for the legs, it's pretty simple. It's just a 1x2 clip with a 1x3 hinge that just goes in there, and then a 1x1 cheese slope, and that'll go right there. And then for the bottom of the leg, you'll just take one of these pieces, sort of the upward wall pieces. I really don't know what these are called. Upward corner piece, I guess. Has two studs on the side, and then a red stud there for the tail light. And this will just go on right there, with the stud there for the wheel. Then you can add two 1x2 stacked on top of each other with a black cheese slope there. That'll go right there. And there is one leg completed. Then you can just take that and place it on the side right there. Then you just build the second leg quick, which is exactly the same as the first one, just reversed. And that'll go in the same spot as well. There you have both legs done. The entire back of the car is finished. Now all you need to do is build the front of the vehicle. That's just a Travis brick with any sort of flat piece on the chest, and then the head, which is just a stud and a plate there. Then you can take a 1x2 green piece, that'll go right there, and then a 1x2 right there on the side, and then a 1x2 jumper plate, and then a 1x4 with a stud at the top. And I did forget to mention that these arms are in fact inspired by Nacho Paradise's mini Bumblebee and Barricade, mostly the Bumblebee, because he had very similar arms to this, and so I got the idea from that. Anyway, that just plugs in right there. It all goes together like this. So there you have mini Lego Hound back in his vehicle mode. So yeah, there you have your very own mini Lego Hound. That's pretty much it. Of course, there's the gun still, which is just one of these handle pieces in a clip, as I think I said before. And that's it. This guy was fairly simple to build, not very hard. Very easy to build. Kind of fun, I guess. I do really like him. He does go together well with some of my other Transformers, which is a good thing, and I like that. It's always a good thing to have Transformers that go well with your other Transformers. But anyway, that's basically it. By the way, this piece doesn't really fit on here, so you kind of have to force it on, and then it kind of pops up other pieces. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you're new, you can subscribe for more stuff like this. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next video.